China being good at technology is not a coincidence. It's because of buildings and places like this. Check this out. This is the Shenzhen Science and Technology Museum. And the camera doesn't do justice, but this place is very, very huge. Like, it's so big. It looks like a stadium, but way bigger than a stadium. So we're going to go inside to explore, and I'm going to show you some of the fancy things in this place. So stay tuned. I just got my ticket and I'm going inside. The ticket is 50 yuan, and they took a picture of me. So basically what happens is that when I get there, because they have a picture of me, I'll just scan my face and be able to enter. You can see here, it has like every floor and what they do. So first floor, second floor, third floor, smart industrial stuff. But I want to see as many things as possible. So I'm just going to explore. This is like technological stuff where you stay here, you take a picture, and your picture is going to show on there. So you can see, you can take a photo there. Oh, like here, this is my photo. Yeah, after taking the photo, you're going to see it on there. The pictures have started popping up again. So, oh, that's my picture over there. It just popped up. And that's me over there again. Now it keeps popping up all around. There, down here, there. It's pretty cool. Oh, this is just showing the mode of transportation. And you can see the maglev style of transportation. They also have like a game structure here that the kids can actually play. And it goes over there. Actually, there are so many games and stuff on the first floor. The things on this side are very, very interactive. So you can see people are playing with it. It has a quiz over there, digital quiz. You can touch this, literally touch it and move around with it. See? And it's going to open up. So it has like so many things that you can actually play with. Something I really want you to take note is, you see how many kids are here. This is how you drive interest for the next generation. You know, all these kids here, you never know how many of them are going to grow up to be scientists, and they need some sort of motivation. So places like this are not just buildings. They are a way to encourage the future generation. Like, they're a way to make sure that the kids are interested in science and technology and engineering. You know, nowadays, if you ask any kid in the West, what do you want to be? All they say is, I want to be a TikToker. But places like this still do exist, and they help, you know, they help the next generation to be more focused. This is an interactive clock, and it feels like a time machine. So if you put your hand here and you roll, it can go up or down. I don't know if it's related. You can see it's going to show like the first industrial revolution and give you some sort of history of the thing. So you see the birth of the steam engines, how technology really progressed and improved. So you see, like, it's going to give you a little bit of history. And this is so cool. You know, this you can learn from the history class, or you can learn it here, like that. Just as simple as that. They have other things too. So it's going to give you the steam age, when it arrived, the years. I think it's so cool. See? And the marine engines, it's just going to like give you a whole lot of history. Let me see what this is. This is also about probably Chinese civilization. So let's try it. You spin it, and it's gonna like give you some sort of history also. So the drilling tools and stuff. This is like really, really amazing. Like a good way to teach history, and that's not gonna be boring. So even schools can take advantage, bring their kids here, and make sure that their kids experience these type of things. Okay, the camera over there, and it's like a heat signal. So if you raise up your hand, it's going to show you something. So see, down here, up there, that's like basically my heat signature. If I move, it's going to move. If I come this way, it's going to come this way. If I stay here, it's going to ask you to raise up your hand, like this signal. And then after you raise up your hand, it's going to show you something, some sort of history. And this is really cool and very interactive. So you can see all the people here, they're interacting. It's going to give you some piece of history. It's going to show you a video. It's just basically going to teach you something. The second floor. Basically, the second floor is about innovation and history. So everything in here just gives you a little bit of history or progress, or even shows you around the city. On that side, you can get a space into time where you can actually see how things have developed from the past till now. And on this side, we have a VR that you can wear, and it's going to show you around the city. So I'm going to go to the other side and go to the other floors and let you know what's here. I like the theme of this place. A world without distance, which is basically where we are now. A world where everything intersects, a world without borders and space. So for example, I can stream this video now and you can be able to receive it somewhere. And this is just a representation of it, communication, connection, comprehensive urban management, smart energy. So it looks really cool. And there's a globe which literally rotates with 3D on this side. And this is a 3D representation of the city or of a city. Basically, this is Shenzhen, like a 3D representation with models, and that's the screen over there showing you how beautiful this city is. And I like how all this place has LEDs all over. Like, it's crazy. The LED lights are running all over this place, like showing real intelligence. It's really, really, really beautiful. The 3D model is over there, as you can see, and then there is this screen right here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate this, roll, and it's gonna give you like the SF Express automated. Like, it's just gonna give you the real world practical applications of this. Let's go to the next one. This is the charm of smart industries. So how industrialization is going to be in the future. And let's look at it. This is a 3D model right here. You can see on the screen and its applications. Rotate and it's going to show you. So this is the real world applications of the 3D model there. A world where industrialization is without humans. This is all robotic. And actually in China, they have something like this. Xiaomi has an all AI industry. So these are things that actually exist, but they are also displaying it and showing it to the real world now. Let's go to the next one. Smart industries. That's it looks like a car. I'm pretty sure it's a self-driving car. Let's rotate it and see. Oh yeah, self-driving car. Also a few weeks ago, if you check on my channel, I had a video where I took a self-driving car. Let's move on. I'm going to move on to the other ones right here. And this model, it looks like a hospital. So maybe it's a smart hospital. Let's see. So the 3D model is medical care. Yeah, a smart hospital. So you can see here smart medical care. Just so you know, China already have these things in their society. It's not many, but they have them around. And most of the time, if you go to these places, you can have services from it. Now let's go here, which is a smart building. That's the building right there. Intelligence building. So the 3D model is here. Now let's see this. No, and it's giving you the parameters, the wall board, how much it weighs. Wow. This section has a day in a smart life. So I'm just gonna go in, and you can see it's so crazy that the future is already here. This is a prediction of how our future could be. You can see the smart vehicles, transportation, the buildings, the drones, or flying drones everywhere. Basically everything that we did or we saw on that side is here. It basically shows you daily practical applications of how smart the world can be in the future. This is more of AI or application into the future, where they're going to show you how technology and science can be applied into our society. I've been able to do everything on this floor. I'm going to go upstairs to the third floor and the fourth floor to see what's happening. Hello.
Hello.
Can I join?
We have
Okay.
It's over.
Finished? Closed?
Yeah, finished.
Oh.
At 3 o'clock.
They close at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, and it will open at 3:30.
This one?
Yes.
What does it do?
It's about you can use VR to know some famous Shenzhen building.
Oh.
Yeah, this is you can use the VR to see some views of Shenzhen.
Okay, so basically it's similar.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go up and then come back down.
Okay.
You look at my face, so when I come, you let me go fast.
Okay, 3:30.
Okay. Virtual communication, and you can see there's a hologram down there. There's a kid. He's gonna scan his hand, and it literally scanned the kid right there. So it's a game thing. There's a timer. And basically all he needs to do is try and touch it and then get some points. That's cool. The evolution of the mobile phone. I used to use this phone. I remember Motorola. Goes up and you can see so many mobile phones. And then this is not just the picture. You have the digital version here. So basically you can just click any of them. So it's going to tell you the history, the qualifications, the specs, and everything related to that particular mobile phone. Analog and digital signals. So you can see the kids playing with these games. So this is like the signal. Hello. So I think you have to rotate this to hit the signal. And it's like a game. So you see miss, perfect, miss, perfect, something like that. And it's all over the place. Just like you see how interested the kids are in playing this. Then we have this. So this is like an antenna discovering electromagnetic waves. So basically you turn this right here and it's gonna move. Okay, one. And you can see this is a practical explanation of it. Radio and old televisions. If you know about any of these televisions, you should be married by now. The analog televisions right there, black and white. Literally, that's me on there. I don't know if the channel is not really clear, but if you can see really carefully, that's me. I'm trying to like move. Yes, that's me on the screen. This really gives you a glimpse into how far we've come as a people. You know, let's check here. Oh, these are like a library, post office. How a Chinese post office was being operated. And you can see how diligent and interested all of the kids are. You can see up there China Post and how things operate in a post office. And you can see postcards on the wall right here and stuff. It's an ideal city. Like a smart city, and with it all the new technology that can come out of it. You can see down here the train over there, space, buildings, energy, a helicopter right there. So this is like a transportation system, the world of mobility. A future skyline. So you can see it had all sort of ideas of transportation. from AI automation to analog to manual, just everything is right here. And let's watch the video first. Drone taxis. The airship. Hot air balloons. Electric helicopters or electric drones. This kid even flying a helicopter without knowing about it. So I'll be surprised if he grows up and has aspirations to be a pilot. It's not rocket science. The environment actually influences people. And here I think if you pay a certain amount of money, you can use this drone in there, just fly it around. You can fly the drones into these hoops and learn. So there's like a simulation of a traffic light. Red means stop. So you see it's red now and all the cars here have stopped. And then this is green. The cars here are moving. So this is like a simulation of a traffic stop that the kids can learn right from here. It's, you know, it's ingenious. Evolution of automation, driving level. So basically like they're just driving and you can see they have to drive it. It's in a form of 4K. So they have to keep driving and make sure they don't really crash and operate the steering wheel. But apparently this girl is not a good driver. This is how the train is shaped. It's a speed train, shaped like a speed train. This is an aeroplane. And I think it simulates being in the pilot seat of a plane. Like a flight station. That's a virtual flight station. So that's the head over there. The kids are inside and they're going to simulate flying an airplane, which is cool if you're a kid. And that's the front over there. This is basically going to be like the inside of a driving vehicle. And actually when you're inside, you can feel it moving. Hello? When you're inside, you can feel it moving, but actually it's just standing in one spot. Yeah. He's playing a game, like a shooting game. So he's trying to aim this at those things over there. And if he hits it, he gets a point. Which is fun. For kids, this is really fun. This spot where there are kids playing with Lego and using a scale. You can see. These are practical aspects of science in our normal society. So they need to try to put things on it to make it heavy so the thing can come down. And see how they're having fun. So this area was for future advertising where you can actually feel the product, and when you touch it you can feel the texture, feel all angles of the product and see if you want to buy. So this is how advertising is probably going to be in the future. Over there. This is, oh, it's very rocky. So Martian environment and an adaptation. So this is like a simulation of what a Martian environment is going to look like. And it's very rocky. See, when I step on it, it's very rocky. And actually there's something here, I think you can, this is a dish, there's a dome, dish basically. And you can have interactive play. All these places have interactive plays. So you can play with it right here. And let's go to this side. Also have similar stuff, and here they pick some of the buildings that you can build in this type of environment. That's really cool. So if there are any astronauts in the future, if there are many astronauts in the future from China, you shouldn't be surprised. It's like a smart home. It's all LED though. And down there has the dog, the robot's dog. And this side has an interactive robot that you can actually interact with. It has so many instructions. You see the kids interacting with it, they can just select an instruction for it to do. And basically some dance move, and if they click it, it's just going to do that move. So this part was themed national security. Yes, national security. And this part talks about the global powers and how they interact. So you can see videos of the nuclear bomb in Japan some time ago. Basically some footages of the past World War, World War I and World War II. See pictures from different eras, the years, the technology that was developed, even up until walking on the moon, 2010 jet fighters, like basically weapons in technology. That's what this place talks about. Also in that same section, I saw this wall of LED lights beautifully arranged that showed the geopolitical nature of the world as at now. You can see some partnership contributions by China to the global economy, and even one LED showed the partnership between China and Russia over there. The leaders or people that have made strides in science and technology, Chinese people that have made strides in science and technology. This is so cool, and it's supposed to show the rain cycle. So you can see the rain falling on the side. And the vents down there is supposed to show water vapor. So let's say when the sun shines, the water down here turns into vapor and goes up. When it goes up to the clouds, you can see the clouds up there. It turns into water vapor and falls back as rain. This is a really cool way to show like practical science terms or practical science things that are taught in the classroom. This is a typical way to show it in real life, and it's right here. And you can see the kids can actually play with it over there. So you can say what? Rainwater utilization. And these are kids actually playing with it now, making the rain fall. So for such a kid, when they go to school, they will always understand these concepts and these terms about rainfall. So simple yet very effective. Showing the next generation what a smart home would look like. So you can see an EV car with an EV power station, a smart house here, and these are models that have been made. And then they're showing how the past was. So you can see how the past home was. So a fisherman's home in modern terms. You can see a farming home in the Ming Dynasty. Wow. Settlements in the Neolithic period. And then cave life. Wow, this place is nice. Like, it's never ended. It keeps taking me to other sections and other sectors. Thanks for making it this far in the video. This is just part 1. I'll be uploading part 2 next week. So make sure you subscribe and turn your post notification on so that when I upload it, you're going to find it. There are so many beautiful things in this place that I really want to show you. So see you in the next video.